So this video is about Loris. Loris is one of our Dubai-based investors investing in South Wales to build a portfolio. So in this video, we're going to show him an interview in the pub at the start, which is about 2 seconds away from the property itself, asking him questions, why he approached us, etc. And then we're going to follow it onto the property for a breakdown of the actual first project. It's his first project with us, full end-to-end service, and we're going to break it down. So first is the interview with him, second is the property. Let's go. So Loris, how did we come to about? How did we introduce each
So
other?
obviously, I think originally I was always interested in South Wales as a location, looking for properties because of the price range, etc. And then I've come across one of your videos,
Yes.
and just seeing the BRR system and seeing how that come across, and then reached out to you from there. Knowing that you're a guy in the local area that can source property with a good deal, so reached out to you and just spoke to you about the service. Obviously, in Dubai, it's harder for me to get builders, etc. So went from there, spoke to you, and then thought you were very knowledgeable about it. So carried on there. Was happy with what I was hearing back in the service. So proceeded, and there we are.
Nice, man. Nice. So the goal is to really build a portfolio.
Yeah.
It's kind of you started with a capital, you lived out in Dubai, or you're going to move out to Dubai shortly after this. It's currently August in 2024. So the plan is long term, be out there, build the portfolio here, and scale that. Is that correct?
Yeah. So I've got we've obviously spoke about my pot.
Yes.
And then we're going to try and do as many as we can with this and try and build that pot together. Scale that, and then go from there, really.
Awesome. And the beauty is with these properties, for example, this one, it's going to be bought for around about 100 grand. There's going to be about 25-30k of equity in the property. So the beauty is you can kind of buy it to hold it or buy it to flip it as well. So it's good to have options for yourself as well, because there was a really good point you just raised. So with buy-to-lets, there could be tenant issues potentially, couldn't there?
Yeah.
So one thing that we just met at the property as well. There's one thing to really highlight about kind of if there are tenant issues, you can go for social housing as well.
Yeah.
You've got different options there, haven't you, really?
Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards at the minute the social housing because of family issues with previous stuff before.
Yes.
But we'll see. Like you said, we've got a few options to do, so we can go from there.
So obviously, talk about yourself. So obviously you connected via social media.
Yeah.
But was there interest in property beforehand? Have you got much experience in it?
Yeah, so a bit about my background. In Dubai, I actually work as a real estate agent as well. So very similar sort of trades from your work. I get investors and stuff over there for properties and do the same thing. But the main reason for reaching out to you is the local knowledge and the building side, whereas I don't have to be hands-on.
Yes.
I've got certain things going on over there. I want to work on, and it just takes the pressure off.
Yes.
And you can find your deals online.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the ones that are offline and stuff you can't always find, can you? So that's why I reached out.
Yeah.
I was happy with the figures and stuff. So my future plans is obviously eventually I just want to be able to do what I want whenever I want.
Nice. I like the thinking.
Yeah. Maybe just take a step back because my work and everything is really full on at the minute. It's like quite a busy area.
And how old are you, by the way?
29.
So good age, still young, got the finances.
Yeah, trying to build wealth really. A long-term project, maybe about 10 years.
Yeah.
Eventually, I might, if I get these rental yields, I might end up selling. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I just once I've got the money, I just need to invest it and go from there and keep building.
Awesome. And what's your like? Let's say you've got the finances, right? Let's say you've built up a part in 5 years' time.
Yeah.
What's your ideal summer like? So obviously, Loris has just been in the UK for about 4 months now. Been to several festivals, right? Yeah. So I guess it's more of a lifestyle thing as well, where you can travel and that sort of thing. Is that correct?
That's the aim I want to do. Obviously, this summer my two best friends have got got married.
Love that.
So I've been on 2 stag do's. I've been to Ibiza, Portugal, and then the 2 weddings. And I went to the festival as well.
Yeah.
Obviously going back to Dubai and ready to get my head down.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the sort of. I don't want to necessarily get drunk on all these stag do's, but just
hey, it's
nice,
a stag do. Come on.
Yeah, just to be a bit more financially free and regular income, just feel a bit more relaxed.
Awesome. So you touched on the fact that obviously your goal is to be in Dubai and kind of invest here. So I guess am I correct in saying the beauty of working with us is the case of you've got the local area knowledge. We can we're about a week away from conveyancing or completion, so about maybe a week or 2, let's say.
Yeah.
So the purchase is going to be complete in the next couple of weeks. We're going to carry the whole refurbishment for you.
Yeah.
We're going to get it lettered out for you and offer flipping if you want as well. So I guess for you, you can actually fly back to Dubai and have that peace of mind with us and then do multiple projects that way.
Exactly. I think without that service, I think the pressure with working in Dubai as well.
Yeah.
I'd obviously have to come visit all the time.
Yes.
And I think it would be nearly impossible to do.
Awesome.
Over here. So
yeah,
it worked out well for me.
Nice, man, nice. And with yourself as well, for example. So obviously, if you go to, like you were saying before, if you're going to Dubai now, if anyone's watching this and is in the UK and wants to invest in Dubai property as well, I guess you're doing the same sort of principle here as you do over there, so to speak, aren't you? Really?
Yeah, of course. The renovations, there are still renovations going on in Dubai as well for the slightly older properties. But it's a lot of Dubai is mainly the off plan at the minute as well. I think it's 60% off plan, 40% ready units.
Tell us about Dubai. Go for it. I'm really curious, man. I think there's so much to be known about Dubai that we just don't know. So I'm really curious.
Well, I would say
no pressure.
So the Dubai real estate is, I would say Dubai and England. I'm actually trying to do both. But the Dubai real estate is from off plan is all these new communities going up. A lot of people want to move to Dubai.
Yeah. So yes, true.
They're building loads like that. But where you make the most money, I think, is the off-plan units for capital appreciation through that.
True.
Whereas renovation work, I prefer it over here just because everything's older.
True.
Refinancing.
South Wales, it's all old.
So that's the main difference. Dubai's lifestyle is amazing, but property here, I would say, just from what the government are trying to do, build loads of houses. And because they're so far behind, I think here is also a good place to invest. I would say both are really good in my opinion.
I guess that's why rents here are going up, but also demand. I find there's a lot since Andrew Tate and all this kind of stuff. There's a massive thing with Dubai and all this kind of stuff. So I think it'd be really helpful. So what I'll do is I'll tag your social media on the page as well, because then I think it'd be really interesting for people who are watching this to kind of reach out to yourself as well to get more interest in that way. I think it'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? Kind of almost like open their eyes a little bit, because this is the beauty. So Loris is investing all the way from Dubai, but just having this international element where people kind of broadens their horizon a little bit. It'd be pretty cool, man. It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. That'd be sweet. And like I said, Ryan obviously specialises in South Wales. I specialise in Dubai Marina in Dubai, doing a few other avenues as well. But that's the main reason why I reached out again. I feel like you specialise in an area, and that's very important, because then you get to know the area well. You get to know where the deals are with speaking to people, and again, that's why I reached out. So
I appreciate it, man. And I got to say, like, for us, it's always a 5 to 10 year goal with everybody. Like, it's really to sit here and say, look, you live in Dubai, you want to build a portfolio here, we can do that for you and build the trust there. So it's okay, so let's do one project together and then really build the trust from there for the next 5, 10 years. And you said your dad invested in real estate as well. So it's kind of like growing that and having almost like a long-term relationship in that sense. So I think it could be, it'd be pretty cool. And you go to Glastonbury every year, and I'd really like to go to that as well. So it'd be good to kind of integrate the two,
of course.
Make you some money and go to a festival.
Brilliant.
Awesome.
Happy days, mate.
Anything you want to ask, or are you all good?
No, I think I'm all good.
Awesome. Let's go to the property. We're going to do a full video walkthrough of the property now, because the agent's going to be there in about 10 minutes. It's a full renovation of the property. It's about 35 grand, but I'll show you the breakdown, how we approached it, and then obviously make sure Loris is happy with the plan and go from there. Here we are at the property. So Loris is inside, walking around the property, just having a look at things now. I'm going to show him around the property, show him a breakdown of what we're doing and what the plan is. So stick you for a go inside. Now I'm with Loris, we've got the amazing Lydia on camera. I will forget your name as well, so I'll just keep rambling with it. The beauty is, you're from Dubai, right? But you've got sliders on, which says everything. So it's summer, and we've got the rain.
A bit wet as well.
Yeah. Well, what we're going to do, jokes aside, is kind of talk through the property. The beauty is we can do this now, but then we can do this in, let's say, 3 months' time, and you can see like the before and after, and kind of the progression of it. So come with us, let's go, rocking. So obviously it's super dated. You can kind of see the walls and everything is super dated. Carpets, cosmetics, there's a lot of work to be done. The refurb quote is about 35k, so it's a full renovation of the property as well. So let's show you the kitchen as well, it's beautiful. So you're not really going to make much tea and coffee in here at the moment, but the beauty is it's so dated, it's just a full standard kitchen to be renovated. There's nothing really much to add to it apart from just, you know, plastering the ceiling, put new LED lights in, and just have a full spec refurb. There's not really much to report with this property in general, apart from just showing you what it is. It's a good size as well, mind. So if a family came in here to let, which is obviously the plan to buy and hold this property, they could just, you know, rent it out. They got a good sized kitchen, you've got a lot of space to have units with, and yeah, it's just a nice family home, isn't it? This is the massive bathroom at the back, so it's beautiful. As you can see, like the property's very dated, but that kind of helps us secure a good price, do the renovation work, and to get things done at the back end, so that's cool. So yeah, I mean the garden, the good thing is with the garden, there's, apart from just clearing up what's already here, it's low maintenance, you can see it's tiled and everything. It's not, apart from just getting all the grass and bushes out of the way, it's going to be afterwards quite low maintenance, so if a tenant comes here, it kind of helps that regard anyway, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because there's not grass everywhere, is there?
Honestly, there's not much maintenance to be done with it. You don't need to carry a lawnmower up here too often, if at all. You've got a nice little shed out here just to kind of be practical. Even that could just be a, you know, a basic wooden storage unit. It's kind of, you know, it's very, very simple. And also, one thing I've really noticed when I was out here, there's not much, if any, roofing issues at all. So obviously structurally, it's going to be not very expensive. Yeah. So obviously it's mainly internal. So a lot of like the actual structure of the buildings, the roof, externals are quite solid. So the structure's sound. So a lot of the work is more internal, which helps this guy. So you have the upstairs bit, bedroom number 1. What you notice is the property is quite large in general. So what you could do if you wanted was pretty much just knock this wall through and have quite a large double room. So it just really maximises the space. You don't really need a closed off cupboard unless you really wanted it. But I mean, the basics is there, so new carpets, plastering's right anyway. But just to maximise, you know, space, it may be worth doing that as well. Cool thing is you've got 2 bathrooms. So here's bathroom number 2. So again, the space of it allows a bath and a shower. And you've obviously got the basics of it, but it's just that I think there's a lot of potential with this. If you wanted, you could almost have it where you buy and hold it for like 5-10 years, and then the value goes up even further, sell it on that way. So I think the location of this one's really good as well. So it's really going to appreciate. It's quite an affluent area, I think. So
I think that's what my plan is anyway, to hold for at least 5 years, maybe probably around 10.
Good cash flow in that sense as well.
Yeah. This is the room I was thinking possibly to split it into 2.
Yes. Go, Loris, tell us your plans, what you're thinking. The pressure's on.
Okay, because it's a really big room, there's loads of storage here as well. They go quite deep, these cupboards, so we could knock this down, knock it all down, and then possibly put a doorway here.
Yeah.
And go in and make it 2 separate rooms.
Yeah.
But again, it depends what because I'm thinking about doing social housing, it depends what they say. Regarding that.
So social housing is based on commercial sizes. So if you come into a property like this, you want to make sure that you've got quite a lot of spacious room in your bedrooms. Yeah. So I genuinely think, because there's already a load of room and with built-in wardrobes, you knock that through, like you say, I think there's a lot of room here, so you can kind of almost see it where you stood, cut that off there. I think it'd be absolutely fine. And what we'll do for Loris is the second, in fact tomorrow morning, I'm going to email the provider to get them out here to view it, because then they'll offer me the contract based upon if it's sizable, if it's big enough, and we can tie that in with the renovation. So you can kind of like create a package in that sense. So it'd be pretty cool for you, because you can kind of see the social housing side, and also because there's more cash flow social housing and less maintenance, you can kind of see if there's additional refurb on there, like doing these. I think it'd be worth it, but yeah.
Because then adding on an extra bedroom could potentially increase the value again for a flip. But
yeah, definitely.
I think I'm definitely going to hold.
And you could rent it for more as well. If you have a 3-bed and it's big enough, you can even rent it for more, which I'm sure we got a nod in the background. So, see the side eye over there. But yeah, I mean, obviously, if the refurb stacks for you, then, and obviously within budget, then we can go ahead from that. But yeah, it's a good position to be in, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's just more information to know, and then just to add up the figures and go from there.
Exactly.
Happy days.
Are you happy to disclose figures on this one, or do you want to wait till the end?
What do you mean?
Disclose the figures of the refurb and value purchase, especially purchase. Are you comfortable doing that?
Yeah.
So buying it for about 100k. The refurb quotes is about 35k, if not 36, depending on how far we want to go with this. Because the plan with this one is literally renovate what we already have. But obviously the beauty is adding bedrooms if we want to. I think the end value, once renovated, would be over 170 in my opinion, with the local comparables, etc. Rental we can look into as well, depending on if you want a 2 or 3 bed, and the social housing. So again, you got at least 25k worth of equity minimum, I'd expect. And then if you want to buy and hold it, or if you want to flip it, that could be profit as well. So really profitable property.
Yeah.
As a tongue twister. And in an affluent area. So yeah. Pleasure.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah.